If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.
How to flirt with a girl over text. When you are looking to flirt with a girl over text, there are certain rules that are going to help you succeed. Should you choose to follow them, you will score when it comes to girls. You may be a newbie when it comes to flirting with a girl over text, or you might be well versed and just looking to add to your knowledge. We're going to have a look at practical tips and tricks that are going to open the door to a whole new way to flirt. There's just something magical about getting a message from the person you have the hots for. For certain girls get addicted to this sensual high fast. News flash. If a girl gets a sweet text, she is happy to share it with her girlfriends. And that's putting you in the good books with more than one girl. So, if you are looking to grab the attention of a girl, then texting is the way to go. Texting and flirting go hand in hand. How to flirt with a girl over text. Tip 1: Steer away from predictable please. When you're unpredictable, you are setting yourself up for success in the flirting department. You see, one of the biggest mistakes a man can make is being ever boring predictable. So if you are texting a girl you happen to have eyes for and you're talking about the weather or asking her how her day is going, you will lose. Ask her the questions that make her think, the ones that catch her off guard. She will remember you and she will want more if this is how you text. Grab her attention and keep it, and your flirting via text will be a success. Tip 2: Practice being mysterious. Who doesn't like a little mystery? When you take action to make your text messages mysterious, you are setting yourself up to keep her attention for a long time to come. What does this mean? Well, for one, you need to stay away from details because that means she has nothing to think about. When she asks you what you are up to on the weekend, make sure you stay very vague. Just enough to answer the question, but you want her to be left wondering. She's going to have to fill in the blanks with her imagination. Share, but share with minimalism and you will succeed in piquing her curiosity. Tip 3: Start the conversation and make sure you listen. Whether you like it or not, it's up to you, the man, to start the conversation. That's just how the cookie crumbles. After the text conversation has been initiated, you need to be the one that listens to what she has to say. It's also a good idea to take control on occasion, but girls like it when you let them lead the way to a point. Just make sure you aren't trying to control everything or she'll just block you and move on. Tip 4: Be sure to get up close and personal. When you are texting, it's important that you get personal. This means you should be using her name in your texts for one. Why? Studies show when you use a name in your conversation, you are validating it and making the person feel special. That's what you want to do, right? You can also try giving her a nickname that you use often. One that she approves of, please. This is endearing and once again makes her feel like the center of attention. That's fantastic when you are looking to flirt with a girl over text. You sweeten us instead of me and you. This just makes the texting more personable, and that's magical in the game of flirting. Tip 5: Don't be afraid to dish out the compliments. Everyone enjoys a nice compliment. So the first thing you do when you text a girl is you should serve up a nice genuine compliment. Make sure it's real because women have a way of seeing through crap fast. You can talk about her beauty, great personality, or how hardworking she is. It really doesn't matter just as long as you are sincere about it. Red alert: one thing you should steer clear of is talking about how hot she is. Stay away from this until you are in a stable relationship. Otherwise, she might just feel used and run far and fast the other way. Girls love it when you tell them how smart they are or maybe how giving. It's a great start anyway. Tip 6: Women love teasing. If you want to get the attention of a girl, you need to know how to playfully tease. You want her to see that you respect her and will always treat her well. But on the other hand, you also want her to see that you are playful and fun. Flatter her with some teasing and you are golden. Tip 7. Easy with the sarcasm. There is a fine line here between acceptable sarcasm and the kind that turns offensive fast when you are texting. Understand that sarcasm is much better delivered in person. Just a note to file away. Hopefully she can pick up on your sarcastic comments, because if she doesn't, you're lining yourself up for gross misinterpretation. Not a good thing at all when you are trying to impress. In all honesty, you are best to steer clear of the sarcasm just to be safe. Consider yourself warned. Tip 8. Dish out the pics, please. Truth: a picture is worth a zillion words. That said, if you have funny pictures of yourself, don't hesitate to send them. Anything cute or sweet is perfect bait for flirting with a girl. Think about cute pics of animals to start. There aren't many girls that can resist a pic of a sweet dog or cat. Just something to think about when you are looking to connect via text messaging with a special gal. Tip 9. Don't skip past the 3-line rule. Have you ever heard of the 3-line rule? In basic, if you are sending long-winded text messages, you are going to bore her fast. Not to mention, you are showing her you're way too eager and probably lack self-confidence. You just don't want to go there at all. Make sure you keep your texts short and sweet, and if you can toss clever in there, you're a winner for sure. Anyone that flirts successfully with a woman simply sticks to the 3-line rule, no exceptions. Tip 10. Never ever be anything but you. Acting is hard, and if you try and act to try and please a girl, eventually it will come and bite you hard in the butt. Steer clear of trying to be someone you aren't. When flirting by text, you are expecting to one day meet this girl and she wants to believe what she sees. If you are faking it, she will know. Just trust me on this one. Girls just don't like building a relationship on lies. Makes sense, don't you think? Tip 11. Please don't drag the conversation on and on. When you are trying to capture the attention of a girl via texting, one of the worst things you can do is drag the conversation on. Make sure you keep it interesting and alive and short. Change the topics regularly so you don't lose her interest. Truth: if you yap on and on about one particular subject she really doesn't care about, you will go on the back burner fast, just saying. Tip 12. Be interesting in life. If you choose to live an interesting life, you are going to excel in flirting with a girl by text. Girls like a man that has many interests and steers clear of being boring, mundane. When you choose to step out of your shell and show this to a girl, you are opening the door to true attraction. Not to mention the fact you will have plenty of awesome pics to send her. Get active, alive, and interesting, and you will have no issues successfully flirting with a girl via text. Tip 13. Know what to do when you run out of real content. It happens. When you have nothing to say, you need to just make something up. When you tell her you remembered something, you will gain brownie points. She will see this as a positive, a compliment. This will naturally warm her up to think about you. When you figure out how to convert nothing into something, you will rock it. Just manifest some creative ideas to infuse into your text conversation and you will win. Tip 14. Always reply with another question. When a man simply answers a question and hits send, he loses. The conversation will be tough, and that's enough for a girl to run the other way. What you want to do is always answer with another question to keep the flow going. She's going to want more, and that's all good in your books. Try it, see if you like it. Tip 15. Don't be afraid to feel her out. Get your mind out of the gutter, please. I'm saying this in a safe sense. When you start conversing with any woman, you need to start gathering personal information fast. The more you know about her, the sooner, the better off you are. Ask the questions that are going to show you her personality, likes and dislikes, and of course her hobbies and passions. Keep it light and open and you're on the right path. If you want to flirt successfully with a girl using texting, you're going to have to make her feel special. And to do this you need to ask the right questions to genuinely learn about her so you can stand out above the crowd. Tip 16. Find your balance. Most guys screw up impressing a girl because they can't find their balance. You've got to make sure you aren't texting too much, find the right time to text and know just what to say. I know that's a lot to swallow, but you've got to start somewhere. If you make the mistake of overwhelming her with messages, she's going to feel uneasy and she will close up shop toward you. Something you definitely don't want. Always think outside the box and be creatively cautious. This just means you need to show her you are unique, but don't go overboard. Bottom line is you are on your own figuring out if you are shooting off balanced texts or not. Make sure you don't cross the line to inappropriate messages or you'll be sorry. Show her you are confident in you and that you know how to handle the texting. That's sure to impress her. Tip 17. Don't be lazy. Guys are programmed a little wacky, if I do say so myself. When men are told to back off and give a girl a little space, they often translate this into no communication at all. If you do this with texting, there's no way you can flirt successfully with girls. If you are looking to get kicked into the dreaded friend zone, all you have to do is stop texting. Even if you do this for just a couple days, you are sending the message to this girl that you really aren't interested. Texting needs to be consistent and level. If the gal you are texting with tries to set up plans with you, don't screw up by not getting back to her until the next day. There are exceptions to this rule, but not often. Hand in hand with lazy goes sloppy. Make sure you are using your manners and you aren't texting like a 2-year-old. All that does is tell her you really couldn't care less about her, and that's bad news. Use your capitals and periods and just write cleanly, just because. Be real, because no girl likes a phony man. Tip 18. Recognize when you need to quit. There are going to be times when you are trying to capture the attention of a girl via text and it's just not going to work. Maybe you're just not feeling the vibe. Treat it like a real relationship, and if you are feeling like there's really no connection, that she's not interested in you, then you need to either stop for a bit or just call it quits. If you are texting too much, that can turn things dull fast. So your first step in this case is to step back and give her a little space. Perhaps she'll miss your texts and drop you a line later. Regardless, even if the texting has slowed, you should still send her a short and sweet goodnight text. On the flip side, if everything is going well, make sure you end each conversation on a positive note. This means you need to ask her something that's interesting or going to make her think. Or something light and funny to leave her smiling when you're done chatting for the night. VIP gals like a man that can give them a little space and isn't too demanding of her time. All that means is you lack self-confidence and you are desperate. Tip 19. Time for the follow-up. You can only get so far with texting when you are looking to flirt with a girl. It's not the best route to build a relationship, but it's better than nothing. Just think of flirt texting as a start. From there, if you've got the thumbs up, you need to make a valiant effort to connect more emotionally and ultimately physically. So make sure you open the door here and take an interest in her. If there is a party coming up, you should ask her out. Try and take it to the next level when you feel the time is right. Tip 20. Important don'ts. It's important to look at both sides of the coin when you are looking to grab the attention of a girl by text message. There are certain things you just shouldn't do. Please be careful with the gentle teasing. Some girls get insulted fast, and when you aren't beside one another, there's often oodles of miscommunication. Also make sure you control your sarcasm. When you are getting to know a girl by text, you need to make sure you go slow because it's just too easy to interpret sarcasm as ego crap. And you definitely don't want that. Tip 21: Try and be a tad sexy. After you've gotten past those initial few awkward texts, it's okay to start showing a little of your sexy side. Slow and steady wins the race. Follow her lead here. If she starts talking about her body or perhaps something that happens to turn her on, just mirror her. Get to know how she expresses herself and let her step out into the sexy light before you. The last thing you want to do is tick a girl off because you are too forward with your sexual text. Try some fairly calm sexual suggestions and see how she replies. If she's neutral, just laugh it off and recognize she's just not ready yet. Girls are complex and like both a little mystery, and they want to know what to expect. So drop her the hints, but don't be too explicit. Test the waters, so to speak. Tip 22: Try being both desirable and personable. Bridge the gap here if you can. What you want to do is try and copy how this girl is texting. If she is sending short and sweet text messages one at a time, you need to follow suit. If she loves emojis, you need to make sure you use them. What you are trying to do is establish a subconscious connection that is going to leave her wanting more. You sort of want to get her addicted to your text messages and ultimately to you. Girls love sensitive men with a little mystery. Use this to your advantage by making her guess and wonder a little bit, and you're headed in the right direction. Show her the confident man that you are, but also let her see the sensuous and understanding side of you. It'll drive her crazy to want to learn more. Final words. Texting trumps face-to-face conversations in our world today. And when you are searching to meet new girls, it can be crazy hard. If you take advantage of technology and use texting to get into her head, I can guarantee you are ahead of the game. One of the best routes to start a conversation with a girl via text is to send her a message that can't be answered with just yes or no. You want to grab her attention and most definitely make her think. Don't be scared to show her a bit of your funny side either. Girls go crazy over that. Tease her, spice it up a little, and most certainly keep it simple. Short and sweet wins every time when it comes to text messaging, according to the experts anyway. Pay attention to her cues and remember that slow and steady wins the race. Be genuine and open and you will get exactly what you want when all is said and done. Best of luck.